Hey ladies! Okay, so it is 28 days from Chris's work party. They have like a big company party where they rent out this ballroom and a bunch of hotel rooms for everyone, and it's like a grown-up prom. That's what I call it, a grown-up prom, because everyone dresses up in prom dresses and they have like a big dinner and everything, and then like announcements and speeches and stuff. But after that, it's just dancing and having fun and hanging out in prom dresses and tuxedos. So I just recently got my dress in the mail. I posted a picture of it on Facebook, but I also I hung it up right there. Yeah. But oh my gosh, this chair goes like way back. Anyways, while I'm trying to fidget with this, nope, didn't work. I can't get it to like not go so far back. Anyways, so I got it, and it is a size 12, which is the size I wore to my high school prom. The dress that I wore to my high school prom, which was a size 12, as I said, was a little bit too big for me, but it just hung off me just right. I really liked how it fit me. I had a little more room in it. I had like room to grow, but it was nice because I had room to move around and dance. It's really tight on me right now, and it doesn't fit in my bust, but it fits in my hips and waist, so I'm pretty excited. I'm not that much bigger than I was in high school right now, which is a lot when I think about it. Like, that's saying a lot. Last year's company party, my dress, it was the same color, and you guys have seen pictures of me with it, and where I like hold it out to like here. It was a size 22, and that is a size 12. So it's a huge difference, and I'm so excited. And yeah, it's just but I have this dress that I ordered as well is about 2 inches too small for my bust, but I have a month, so hopefully I can drop those 2 inches, but it fits in my hips and waist, so I'm pretty excited. You can't really complain that your bust is too big. Like, that's a dumb thing to complain about, I think. But hopefully that I can lose those 2 inches. If not, I know how to alter dresses, and I can take this one in take it out super easy because it has straps on the back instead of being a full back. It's like an open back, and it has like straps about this thick, and I can just easily take that out if I need to add a little bit of fabric. But I refuse to do that until I absolutely have to, because I am going to fit into the dress. It's going to fit me straight out, I hope. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. But I wanted to talk to you guys because I posted a picture and on Facebook, and a lady commented on it, and she said that she doesn't even know where to start with dieting or with losing weight. And I was like, you know, I was totally there. Like, I get it. I had no idea about anything about dieting. I didn't know that how I eat could affect my symptoms. I wouldn't have believed you if you told me, to be honest. I didn't believe it at first because I was like, they're my ovaries. It's not like it's my stomach or something. But to my surprise, it really does affect your symptoms. And you know, I always had the misconception that whole wheat was good for you. You could eat as much as what you want. Like, it's good to eat, because that's what they make you think. They make you think that it's like really good for you to eat, which it's just a better alternative than white wheat. That's all. So yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions about dieting, so you just have to go and check stuff out for yourself. The reason I decided to do the paleo diet was because it cuts out all processed foods, and you're supposed to eat only stuff that they would eat in the caveman days, which you can have salt and stuff. Just because they didn't have it back then doesn't mean that you can't eat it. But as far as, but don't get like misconstrued, because you also can't eat potatoes. You can have sweet potatoes, but in moderation. And you can't have dairy products, which I have yogurt every now and then because, you know, calcium's really good for you. So when I read that comment, I like was pushed back to where I was when I first started this, and I was like tried and failed on so many diets, because to me dieting was just eating salads, and I didn't want to do that. But you also have to keep track of what you're eating, or a lot of people think, oh, I'll just eat smaller portions, which, yeah, that helps, but if you're still eating a bunch of crap, you're still eating a bunch of crap that's putting sugar and, you know, a bunch of stuff into your body that is being stored away and is causing your fat cells to get bigger, which makes you look bigger. That's what fat is. You have the same amount of fat cells all the time, unless you get liposuction, get them removed. But even then, your fat cells can get bigger, and you can get just as big as you were. Just because you have less fat cells because you got liposuction doesn't mean you're going to stay skinny. And that's another common misconception with people. Anyways, not talking about liposuction right now. I'm talking about dieting. So one of the things that I had told her in the comment was that you should start with dieting, because if you're exercising all the time, or exercising not all the time, but if you start an exercise plan, yeah, you'll lose weight, but you're not going to see that much of a difference, because if you're going out and eating McDonald's, that's undoing everything that you did. If you want to see a big difference, you have to start with a diet. And I started seeing the difference when I started cutting out wheat, and when I started the paleo diet, that's when I really started losing weight. Before that, I didn't see much of a difference. Sorry. Before that, I didn't see much of a difference. But now that I can think, now that I'm on the paleo diet, I feel a lot better, and I feel like it's working for me, you know, like I feel like this diet's working. And you know, it's just because there's so much processed crap that people put in their bodies, and I'm not a hippie or anything, but I don't think I could go back to eating the way I did before. I think I'm too afraid to be honest. But you just have to start slow, because that's what I had to do. If you just dive into it and you start exercising and you start hardcore dieting, you're gonna want to give up. You know, not all people are like that. A lot of people have like strong wills and push through it, and they're really strong about it. I am not one of those people, to be honest. I started with the diet, and once I got the hang of the diet and it started, you know, showing me results, and I was like, well, I want more results. I want it to be faster. So I started exercising as well as dieting. Because while I was seeing results with dieting, you know, I wanted more. I wanted it now. And so I started working harder. And, you know, even if you're only dropping, I said this in the post, or in the comment as well, and the post I just did on Facebook, even if you're only dropping like 1 or 2 pounds, like every 2 weeks or even every month, you're still losing weight, and you can't give up, because if you give up, that's ensuring you're not going to lose weight, and you'll probably put weight on because you're not dieting anymore. You're going to go back to your old ways, and you know, it's just, quitting isn't helping you. It may seem like the easier option, but it's going to be so much harder. And, you know, I'm honestly, to where I am right now, I am hating the fact that I didn't start sooner. That I could be where at my goal right now. I could probably fit into that dress or fit into a size 10 by now if I had just buckled down and got it done. And, you know, when I slipped into that dress, my old dress from last year, when I zipped it up last year, I felt like a blimp and I felt terrible. I didn't even want to go down. I have these covers that I wear, or used to wear. Actually, I go out in tank top now without a cover, and I used to never do that. But I used to wear cardigans all the time, constantly. Anything I was wearing, I'd wear a cardigan over it because it concealed more and it hid more. And I wore one on the way to the hotel, and then you get dressed at the hotel and everything, and then you know, you head down at a certain time. Well, when I put that dress on, I didn't want to go. I was like, I don't want to go down there. I don't want to wear this. Why can't I have a different dress right now? Why didn't I bring it back up? And I was just dreading it so much, and I did not want to go down. I felt terrible about myself. I wanted to wear the cardigan, but it looked so weird because it was a black cardigan, and it was like just a normal wear everyday cardigan, and my dress was aqua blue and flowy and chiffon, and you know, I was like, that's not gonna work. So I went down reluctantly. People told me I had a beautiful dress, but I was like, yeah, except it'd be a lot more beautiful if it wasn't a size 22. But and I'm just gonna feel so much better when I get in there this year. I just know it, because I'm so much. It's not even about weight to me. It's about the fact that I feel more in control of myself. Last year I felt so out of control. I was like, how did I let myself get to this point? Like, I didn't have any control. I would give up, and I'd be stubborn, and I'd be like, no, I'm gonna lose weight, but I'm not gonna have to do all this hard stuff. I'm just gonna sit here and lose weight. And like, in my head, it was gonna work out. Like, for some reason in my head, I thought I was just gonna drop a bunch of weight without having to do anything. And because I was like, no, I was skinny when I was younger. I didn't have to worry about my weight. I don't even know what size pants I wore, to be honest. I would just go in and put on pants and yeah, call it good. I'd hold it up, be like, that looks about right, and put them on and walk, you know, buy them, obviously. But I don't remember what size pants I wore. And, you know, it's just, you get to a spot where you're like, no, this isn't fair. I'm not going to do anything. And because you don't want to, like, you don't want to do anything about it, but you don't, if you address it, then you have to admit that there's something wrong with you. And there's nothing wrong with you. You don't have to admit that there's anything wrong with you. You just have to tell yourself that you're not, you know, happy with where you're at right now. Not with who you are, what you look like, but, you know, I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate who I was. I still liked who I was. I just felt uncomfortable, and I felt like, I don't know, like, I don't go looking at people and say, oh my gosh, she's huge, or anything like that, or, you know, think she's fat. So, but in my mind, everyone was doing that to me. And I know that they probably weren't. They probably didn't even, like, care to notice, you know? Just random strangers aren't going to be like, oh my god. But I felt like they were, and yeah, then I just wanted to feel more comfortable, and I got to the point where I wasn't even wearing jeans. I refused to wear jeans. I just always wore yoga pants. And yeah, but I can't wait until I get to go put that dress on and feel like $1,000,000, because I'm gonna make it fit. And yeah. But But yeah, you guys have this, you guys start slow, start with dieting first, and then work in exercise when you've got the dieting thing down, because it's a lot to tackle to try and diet and then also exercise, because you already feel like, you know, it's not enough, especially if you're doing portion control, because that was one of my problems. I would eat until I was overly full, and so I had to work on portion control, and I had to get my portions down. Well, if you start working out while you're doing that, you know, your body needs a lot more calories because that's what it's used to. It's used to getting all these calories that it gets to burn. And so you're working on portion control and you're burning a bunch of calories, so you're going to be hungry and you're probably going to eat more. So your portion control is kind of going out the window there. So get your portion control down and get in a habit of choosing healthier foods, and you know, incorporate weight loss or and exercise when you're ready. And all I do is I walk a lot. Like, I'll walk to Chris's work, which a lot of you know that, or I'll go do laps around my neighborhood with Mindy or by myself, and ride bikes. And yeah, you know, that's been most of my exercise. I'll run sometimes, when I don't have a whole lot of time to work out, or when it's getting late and I don't want to be out there walking for an hour and a half. I'll run 3 laps and then walk 2 instead of walking 5 or 7 or however many I decide to do that night, because it just gets it over faster and my endurance is up just by walking all, you know, everywhere. And I do a brisk walk, like I walk pretty fast. Just by doing that, I've gotten my endurance up, so I can run and I can go jogging for quite a while, but I just don't like to. I don't know. I prefer walking. And yeah, I'm kind of rambling now, but you know, it can be done. Obviously, I'm sure y'all know this, but why won't my chair stay up? Anyways, I'm sure that y'all know that. But yeah, just take it slow, because quitting isn't going to get you anywhere. It's just going to get you more unhappy because you feel like you failed. And you know, it just has to get to the point where you decide, you know, I've had enough of this, I have to change it. Because unless you have that will or that drive, it's not going to happen, because you know, you have to have a want to change it. If you don't have a want to change it, then you can't change it. You can't just expect to wake up one morning and have that drive. So, you know, you've got to think about it and decide that you're ready and that you're going to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys are doing great, and I hope, you know, I'm helping. I know that the videos are helping me, but I also, you know, they're helping me stay motivated and accountable. But I also hope they're helping you guys, because, you know, it's just kind of stuff that has helped me. But I will keep you guys posted, and I hope to hear from you. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye!